Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious devotees and my dear children, welcome to Expert Education Dhammasabhava program. So today from this Dhammasabhava program, we are going to listen to our great teacher Supreme Buddha's Supreme Dhamma. So before listening to the Supreme Dhamma, before getting into the Dhamma Sermon, let's pay homage to our great teacher Supreme Buddha, and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. And after observing 5 precepts, let's listen to the Dhamma Sermon. Now say with me, Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi, Sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe 5 precepts, keep your hands together and say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say with me. My homage to the Supreme Buddha. Buddha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Dhamma. Dhamma is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Sangha. Sangha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Thero Saranai. First of all, may all of our homage be to my teacher who taught me the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma and who gave me this wonderful monkhood, Most Venerable 𝐾𝐫 𝐵 Thero. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Thero Saranai. Dear meritorious devotees, now from this expert education Dhamma program, on every Poya day you are going to listen to Supreme Buddha's Dhamma. So today is Vesak full moon Poya day. Today is the most important day in the year for all the Buddhists all around the world. So on this full moon Poya day, on such a full moon Poya day like this, our Prince Siddhartha was born to this world. So he was born in the Lumbini Sal Park in India. So it was the dawn of the human wisdom, right? After his arising, we all got to know about this life. With his help, we all got to know about this suffering of our life. So without the Buddha, we will never be able to live such a peaceful and a wonderful life as a Buddhist. Now as Buddhists, we all practice many good things, we do many good things. So who is the father of these good things? Who introduced these things to our lives? It was the Supreme Buddha. So we owe to him a lot. So on such Vesak full moon Poya day, Prince Siddhartha sat under the Bodhi tree and he realized the reality of this world, which was covered for a long time in this world. No one knew how to realize this reality before the Buddha realized this life, right? There were so many people who was trying so hard to find the liberation from this life, find the Nibbana, find the enlightenment, but they all end up as failures. But our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, was so meritorious and he was so wise enough to become the 7th Buddha in this great year. So on a Vesak full moon Poya day, on another Vesak full moon Poya day, our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, passed away. He performed the Mahaparinirvana. He showed to the world that everything that is arising in this world is going to fade away one day. That is the nature of this life, right? The nature of our life is, dear devotees, it is not permanent. We cannot live forever. But we all live a life where we think that we can live forever. Isn't that the reality? Yes, that is the reality. Right? We do so many things. When we are doing evil things, we think that we are not going to die. But the reality is, you can be dead at any time. Death will come to our life in the times where we never expect. Right? Now, death has come to people's life in the times where they never expected to die. Sometimes people may die at their weddings. Sometimes people may die at their happiest moment in their life. So the death doesn't care about your instances. Death doesn't care about the duties that you have to perform in the future. Right? It is what it is. It comes to your life without pre-notices, without warnings. So that is the reality. So our great teacher Supreme Buddha showed that this life is a bunch of sufferings. But we think this life is so happy. This life is so wonderful. Yes, in one way this life is so wonderful. Why? Because we had the ability to know this reality, that the life is suffering. Now suffering, when we talk about the suffering, it is not a negative thing. Right? People, when they talk about suffering, they think that it is something negative that should not be talked and should not be bring into talks. No, it is something positive. Right? Buddha said the birth is suffering, aging is suffering. Right? Then sickness is suffering, death is suffering. So all these things are realities of our life. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Yes. Death is something that we all have to face. Birth is something that we have faced. Aging is something that we all are facing, even for now. And the sickness is common to everyone. So these are the truths of our life. So talking about this truth and being ready to face this reality without being mentally retarded, without being mentally stressed, and without being sad. To do that, you have to be ready. To be ready, you have to learn about it. You have to talk about it. You have to think about it. Then only you can be ready. So Buddha makes the disciples' mind to face this reality in a positive way, without being fear of these things. Now, we all have the fear to die, right? We all have the fear to have a dangerous disease. We all have the fear to be old. So Buddha said, these are the truths. You will have to face these things one day. So make your mind and be ready to face them in a positive way, without being sad, without being depressed. So that is the Buddha's advice for all of us. And also, Buddha taught us to purify our mind. He taught us the way to purify our mind. So, if he showed the path to purify our mind, that means our mind is not purified. It is unclean. So, what makes our minds unclean? They are called the defilements, or in Pali language we call them ක්ලේශ. In Sinhala we call them කෙලෙස්. So what are the defilements that are in our mind? Dear devotees and my dear children, there are 3 basic types of defilements in our mind. How many are they? There are 3 types. What are those? Raga, Dvesha and Moha. Raga means the lust, the craving, the desire that arises in your mind. Dvesha, anger, right? Losing your temper is one defilement. That is a thing that makes our mind impure. And moha, delusion, being deluded with the things in our life. So these 3 things are the things that makes our mind impure. Buddha said, Pabhassara midhang bhikkhave chittang. The nature of this mind is, by nature, it is very purified. Tanchako agantukehi upakkilesehi upakkilittanti. But the defilements that are arising inside our mind makes our mind impure. Now when you take small babies, when you see small babies, they don't have much more prominent defilements in their mind. That is why they are smiling all the time. That is why they are so open, right? That is why they are so honest. That is why they are so humble. Small babies, right? But when we grow up, what will happen? When we deal with this materialistic world, we build up the desire, the lust, we build up the anger, we build up the delusion. Then little by little, what will happen? Our minds get impure. It will become rough. And we all have rough minds. That is why we are losing our temper all the time. When the things are going wrong, we lose our temper, don't we? Yes. When the lustful things, when we see the lustful things, our mind gets attracted to them. Right? We lose our consciousness. We run out of our mind. Why? Because we have the lust inside. We get deluded by the things in this world. So Buddha showed us the path to free your mind from these 3 defilements. That is why Supreme Buddha said, Sachitta pariyodapanang etang buddhana sasanam. To tame and to discipline and to purify your mind is the advice from all the Buddhas. And also Buddha said, Sabba papassa akaranang kusalassa upasampada. To refrain from every evil things, every evil thing, and to bring yourself into the good things, right? Kusalassa upasampada. To indulge yourself in good things is the advice from all the Buddhas. So, as Buddhists, as the people who follow the path of the Buddha, right? You need to discipline, and we need to discipline our mind. Okay? Now you don't want to be a Buddhist to follow the path of the Buddha. Everyone in this world, anyone can follow. Even the Muslim brothers and sisters, even the Christian brothers and sisters, and everyone, without any race difference, without any religion difference, you can follow the Buddha's way. Because Buddhism is not a religion. It is the reality of this life. Now some people say it is a religion. For some people, it is a philosophy, and for some people, it is the reality, the Buddhism. Now, the people who worship and people who does not practice the Buddhism, but yet they keep on worshipping and keep on praying and believing. For them it is a religion. For the people who does not practice, and for the people who study it as an academic thing, a subject, without practicing it, it is a philosophy. But for the people who practice it, for the people who put the Buddhist way, the way of the Buddha, to their life, it's the reality. It's the explanation of the reality. Right? So you can practice the Buddhism, the way of Buddhism, without any religion difference. So today, on this Vesak full moon Poya day, let's practice something and let's develop something in our life to make our life much more easier, much more peaceful, and much more happier. So what is that quality? When you're living your life, try to see the bright side of the people. Try to see the good in the people. Seeing good in the people is so important for all of us. Why? Because our mind is practiced and our mind is used to see the wrong things of the people, to find the faults of the people. Is that right? Yes. Normally when we see people, our mind has a bigger sensitivity to the negative side of them than the positive side. Right? So Supreme Buddha said, you need to focus on the bright side of the people. So how to do that? For that, Supreme Buddha said, you need to learn that there are different kinds of people in this world. Who are they? Supreme Buddha said, there are people who are with bad bodily conduct and with good verbal conduct. That means the people who are with bad bodily conduct or physical conduct, they kill animals, right? And they steal others' possessions. They do sexual misconduct, right? So these are the things which are called the bodily undisciplined, right? These are the evil things that you can do with your body, right? So there are some people like that, but their verbal conduct, the words that they speak is very pure, right? They will never tell a lie. They will never gossip, right? They will never talk about other people's lives. Their verbal conduct is very pure. When you see such people, what you need to do, practice your mind, practice your eyes to see that better side of the person, right? If someone is around you, right, there are some people around you, now the people are different, right? They have different weaknesses and strengths, positives and negatives. So what we have to do, simply, we need to practice our mind and our eyes to see the positive side of the people. When you see the positive side of the people, you can take use, and that doesn't mean that you are using the people. When you see the positive side of the people, you can be with them peacefully, right? You can cooperate with them without any obstructions. That is one thing. And there are some people who are with good bodily conduct, but their verbal conduct is very bad. They will do good things from their body, but they are not doing good things from their words. There are some people like that, right? Sometimes there may be people who are telling lies and gossips and so many bad things, rude words. Their words are not good, but their bodily conduct is good. So what you need to do to live peacefully with these people, you need to focus on the bright side of them. And also there are some people who are with bad bodily conduct and bad verbal conduct, but for sometimes, in some occasions, they will do good things. Like they will go to temple, they will offer flowers, at least on Poya days. They will do such things. So when you see such people, what you have to do? Focus on the bright side. Focus on that good quality and think about that. Then you will never get angry with them. Okay? That is one way. And also there are some people who are with good bodily conduct and also good verbal conduct. They are very good. They are 100% good. There are abundant. The good qualities are abundant in them. So what you have to do? Focus on that positivity. Okay? That is how you live with the people. If you are focusing on the negative side of the people all the time, you cannot, I'm very sure, you cannot live peacefully. Why? Now there are people around you. If you keep on focusing on the negative side, always you see the faults of the people, always you will be angry. That is why you need to see the good people, good qualities of the people. Okay, that is how Buddha said that we should practice these things. When you are living in your life, don't let your anger to take control over your life. Now we are doing this thing so prominently in these days. Don't let your anger, because anger will do very lower harmful for others. It will do a little harm for others, but it will do a great harm for you. If you love yourself, I think you all love yourself. Do you love yourself? No, you don't actually. People doesn't love themselves. People say that they love others. But if you cannot love yourself, you cannot love another person. If you are loving yourself, don't let your anger to take control of your life, because it hurts you. If you truly love yourself, you are not letting yourself to be hurt. Right? First of all, love yourself. Don't let your anger to take control. Right? If someone is expressing their anger all the time, remember they have a weak mindset. Right? That is why they are expressing their anger. They don't have that gate. They don't have that filter. Right? They don't have that rectifier to stop them and control their anger and drive that anger into a positive way. They don't have that ability. But mentally strong people, they don't show their anger. Right? They work peacefully. They show the results. They teach the lessons for the people by their actions, by their results, by their successfulness. They don't let their anger to flow away and hurt others. Okay? So if you love yourself, then truly, if you love yourself truly, then you will have the power, you will have that motivation to control your evil emotions, evil thoughts. Okay? To do that, practice meditation, practice mindfulness, practice the patience. Then it will be a great help for you. Now we have come to the merit sharing session. So today we collected lots of merits by listening to Supreme Buddha's Dhamma and by paying homage to the Supreme Buddha and going refuge to the Triple Gems. So first of all, let's share the merits with all the gods who protect the Gautam Buddha's dispensation. May all the gods rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. And also let's share the merits with all the departed relatives of all of us. May all the departed relatives rejoice in this merit, and may they escape from the samsara as soon as possible. And also let's share the merits with my great teacher, Kalyana Mitta, Pinwat Loku Swamin Wahanse, and all the monks and the nuns of Mahamevnawa monasteries. May Mahasangha rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. And also especially let's share the merits with Mr. Venura da Silva, the Managing Director of Expert Education Program, and also all the working committee and the staff of Expert Education Visa Services Private Limited. May all of them rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.